Well, hello. Welcome back to GTA 5 Online. I'm Brian Harrison and with Harrison Ultimate Gaming. And thank you so much for joining me. But before we get started, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and leave a like on this video and hit the bell notification if you're on YouTube. If you're on Rumble or Odyssey, please don't forget to follow and, comment and leave a like on the video. Yes, we are doing a helicopter tour today. We're going to take tourists and tour the city. It's part of the new update, so I thought, why not do something nice and something I would like to do, and I'm going to start getting more involved and try to do some more of this stuff. So let's get started. Let's stand up from our office here in the Helitours. There's a tour or more of a tour if you're interested of me doing this. So let's do the helicopter tours. Let's go and stand in front of this.
Planning some legit cash for the dirty and overwhelm these tourists with the sights and sounds of Los Santos. God, I love this city.
All right, let's go stand in front of this, like I was trying to say, and we'll get like a full here, like a full selfie of this before we get started. There you go. So yeah, helicopter tours. That's what the helicopter we ride in is. I thought it'd be fun to get started, and then I could talk. Yes, if you don't know, I am on Odyssey, but I don't know how long it will last because they're different. It's credits, or I call it coin based, but it's credit based. So it's not like YouTube and Rumble where they're just free and you can download or you could just upload videos and stuff. The other one, it is free. The other one is free, but you gotta make sure you're earning some credits and stuff, and that could be challenging in my opinion. So I will upload as long as I can there. It may, we'll see. We'll see how much I'm able to upload there or what I'm able to do there. So far, I've uploaded all the older videos plus some newer ones there, so we'll see. But even if you're over there, don't forget to check me on YouTube if stuff doesn't completely upload. I may be out of credits or whatever, so you can still check me on YouTube or even Rumble. If you're not a big fan of YouTube, there is a site called Rumble, and I love it all. I love the YouTube. I love the, you know. So that's it. Okay, here we go. All right. So we're going to land on this. I've been through this before. It's unless they have something different to take you to. This one, well, and it's not. You can't choose. You're not. It's not like that's the thing about this helicopter tour thing. You may go on the same run several times, and then they'll change you up maybe on a different run. I know this is the one I tend to do a lot. My friend tends to do a different one a lot where he likes where they have to take the picture of a tower in a certain way. That's kind of fun. But he's trying to get better at flying, more flying. I'm one that flies in the crew. I'm the one that's the flyer that flies airplanes, helicopters. I've flown pretty much everything, but I also played Flight Simulator, and and that's another thing I'd like to get involved in back into, which would be Flight Simulator. So here we're off on the tours, and it's now time to just go and speed through this, or well, fly through this. We don't have to speed too much, but we gotta look at the sights. This is part of the thing. I actually kind of like this. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this touring thing. It is fun. So I hope you guys will play this and enjoy it yourself. I do, but I also like flying and I like challenges. So especially when it comes to flying.
Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to come here.
All right, and we've been up here. I've been up here for Halloween, and when I think I got abducted one year from there for Halloween to get like your magic undies. So, yeah. But I like this type of stuff. I like this because it's peaceful. It's a way to make money without. I mean, you don't make a lot of money because you make most of the money through the actual business, but you do make some. It's mainly to keep the heat off, and it looks legit, you know. So like you look like you're actually doing legit stuff, and they're like, oh, I guess your way to fool the government in this game, so they won't come down on you and you know say you're a horrible person for doing your illegal activities in GTA. Oh, here.
Would you look at that?
That's I haven't have I seen that in person? I may have one time or so. I need to go back to it. But yeah, it's just we'll see what it's like on Odyssey. The other thing is I've almost finished. I am finished for now, but I don't like the new update for the Xbox because some of my games won't install that were on disc. One of my games has said, "Oh, this disc must be damaged or destroyed," or like something like that, some message like that. And then the next day I was able to install it. So I'm thinking about moving more over to Steam and playing some of the older games. I'll still play this. I don't I'll plan to play what games I can play on the Xbox and all that and PlayStation, but I may start making my move more towards Steam because I kind of feel like within these past years that they're not being. I just don't like the updates and all that stuff. I just don't like where they're headed. I don't like where any of these companies are headed. I kind of miss the old days, and the old days. I mean, they were better. I'm not saying they didn't have their problems, but in some cases, I felt like they were better. Like because you had more control over what you owned, and like the PS2, PlayStation, I didn't have any updates for them, and I played all kinds of games and stuff, and it's just like the PS3. There's a lot more people on the PS3 and stuff. Some people because they can't afford it. A lot of people. There's people that like to go and interview these people. You can see them on YouTube, but some of them say because they're not in favor of what's going on. Like that you can't play games without being on all the time, which is true. I know Xbox tried to fix it, but even with the fix, they still you only are allowed a certain amount of time period before if your internet, like our internet died. And see, that's what's against these game companies. Someone's going to try to explain, oh, you got to understand their point of view. Why? Why do I got to understand their point of view? Because every time someone says that, or not every time, but some of these companies say that, it's always in a form of greed. It's not in a form of caring for the consumer. And we had internet go out here in our area, not because it just they're upgrading power lines and upgrading all kinds of stuff, so the internet got shut down. Okay, and and all these businesses are connected online, can't do anything. They send the workers home because they're like, well, they're updating, and they've done it a few times. They've, my woman was telling me that they had some type of internet outage, and it just shut everything, or even computer stuff. It just shut everything down. And they had to scramble and restart stuff, and it takes time to sign back in, and you're sitting there, and you could be on a call with someone, or you could be doing something, like even cash registers. The cash registers will just shut down and try to reboot over. I mean, it's just so much of a problem. So it's just one of those. It's one of those things. We're gonna drop these people off, and then we'll fly back. I'm gonna fly back to the helicopter pads thingy, so this may be a little bit of a video, which is fine. It's not a big deal. But so I over the years I've been kind of like if the power shut down right now, or not power everything shuts down except for my game systems that don't require me to be on power, and I can even use I have a small power. I don't even consider it's not a generator, it's just a battery thing that I can plug in. Anyway, so besides that, yeah, there we go. So besides that, it's just getting you're getting kind of frustrated by the way things are going, but yeah, I'm so lucky because I have a Wii, and I'm starting to see the rise of older games because you can plug them in and play them. You don't have to be online, and people are talking about, which is true. I'm for it too. Where what happened to the gold days, where you just plug in a system, set it up the way you want it to, that's yours, and not have these. And what really gets me is some of these updates where they change. You're so used to a way you have things that they screw everything up and they make it very difficult for you to do anything. Like, or they change something, and like with me, they changed something, corrupted my hard drive, and now the some of the games I had installed.
What a tour. Love that for
Yeah, let's listen to this guy. Okay, some of the games I install, I can't. It's I can't do it. I can't install, and they're not. There's no problem with them. It's just so, and I've never had that problem with my Xbox 360. As long as the disc was okay, it worked, it played. And now it's just like these companies are off on a tangent, or they're off on thinking that everybody's going to steal from them, and so it's like, what do you want to do and buy? And I want to enjoy gaming. I want to bring gaming fun and come back. Bring gaming back. Hopefully, make it fun again. But so well, it's just kind of one of those. And I don't have to land on anything particular, but I'm going to try. So it's just one of those weird things that kind of just, gaming needs to change. Gaming's fun. It's meant for fun. Let people own their stuff, buy their games. Let them have something completed too, because that's another thing that some people who defend the argument of these game companies, like, oh, they should do whatever they want. It's their right. It's their right, but it's also my right not to buy their crap. And, it's also my right to stay away. But see, I noticed this because I think it was with Bud Light, the beer company. We're done with this, but we'll talk for a little bit here. We'll look at this beautiful building. Um, and like GTA, for example, there's some great updates, but there's updates people have been asking for years. Yeah, do they technically have the right? Yeah, but so do if another game company comes out with the same idea and does it better. So do we have the right to leave? And see, that's the problem when you talk about rights and stuff. People fail to see that when you're providing a service or a product or something, you're providing something for people to want to hopefully buy. You're interesting. You're getting people. The reason why people bought GTA, for example, is because it was good. It's because of people behind it that were passionate about it. Now there's almost like no passion. Companies just want money for them existing, not because they deserve it, and they don't even care about the fan base who defend them. They just think, ooh, we get the money, and that's what's disturbing about it. And it's sad because people should, enjoy the game, but it also should be complete again. There needs to be a wake up of, see, that when online came up with the idea of updating, oh, it's going to make it better, update to fix the game. Well, yeah, that's their argument, but see, it wasn't for them to fix the game. Yeah, they fixed the game, but it was for them to put half-baked ideas that could have been great ideas once released when they fully finished it, and then watch it crash and burn till no one's playing it, and by the time it's actually working, very few people are ever interested in playing it because they went through the too much crash and burn of it. So I kind of think we need to get back into finishing games, and that's why I may, on this channel, may even go back to older games. They're much funner. I was watching people play like the Wii Sports and stuff. Oh, I had so much fun playing that game. I had so much fun playing Connects. They forget about fun games, and they listen to people. Like, see, I got back into gaming because, like, console gaming, because of the Wii. That sounds stupid, sounds funny. It's like, why not because of GTA? Well, GTA wasn't out at that time, at least for GTA 5. When it came out, I got it too. But I got back into it because of the Wii, the Connects, because your parents were a little more open to it. Even though I was in college, you kind of respect your parents a bit, but my mom was always against gaming, even though I was for it. I play games here and there. But once I got into like Wii and Xbox 360, because everybody's into that motion stuff and all that got me back into that stuff, and I enjoy it. We forgot how much fun it was until we lose it, and then we're like, go back to it. I'm seeing a lot more people who you would think wouldn't even play. Like this one guy I watched, I forget his name, but this one guy I watched, he was doing it with a friend on YouTube, but he's doing it for himself too. You don't think he'd play Wii Sports. You wouldn't think play any of that. You'd think he'd play GTA or the Call of Duty games and all that. He's playing Wii Sports and having fun. So my opinion is leave people alone. Let's get back into making games that are for those who want to play shooters. You play shooters. If everybody wants to, and leave everybody else alone. Who wants to play a mix of? I like to play mix of games because I think games, the mix of games, gives you an opportunity, like different way to travel for some of us who don't travel or can't travel. Um, it also gives opportunity for us to experience different storylines, different paths, even fun, different ways of having fun. So that's what I'm hoping to do more in the future is bring more fun into me playing games and into the gaming world, even if I have to go back to some of the older games. And I miss the we play. I have plenty of the older games. We have the controllers. I have all this stuff, but it doesn't mean I will stop doing this. It just means I'm fully aware, waking up to the fact that I don't think with Xbox and PlayStation, even the Switch, where the way they're headed now, they're not for us anymore. They're never. I don't think they really like the consumer. They just had to deal with it. Now I feel like they're showing their true colors, and so I hope we all can wake up and come to the realization. Let's bring not only fun back into game, but what about games that play? What about games that are actually? If you're going to be a AAA game, that means you should be able to make a good quality game, and it should be finished, polished, and finished. And online, there should be rules for updating and how you update, and you can't have broken promises. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it. You can't. I'm also tired sometimes of games that claim they're coming out and people are excited about them, but they end up becoming scams and stuff. You can't scam. If you're going to see come out with a game, it's going to be regulated. It's going to be, it's going to, you're going to fulfill the promise. If you can't, you get fined for it for dishonest. What do you call it? I'm gonna call it say dishonest. I don't know. I won't call it sales dishonesty, but there's going to be a name. There was a better name that slipped my mind, but you are. I know one company got busted for it. They got busted for over promising sandwiches for people, and they end up getting sued because you got to fulfill your promise. If you're going to promise it, you can't have say you're going to sell these people all these sandwiches and everybody's going to get one, and not very many people actually got one. So it's fun to play these games. Like I just had fun. But we need to have fun, and we need to save our art. We need to save this because this could go away, and only the memories live on YouTube or somewhere else. There needs to be a form and a way to save all this, whether it's online, offline. If it's going to be offline, it needs to be. I wish they would have done for the Xbox 360, where hey, they're going to shut down offline, but they'll make it available in a different mode. But as long as you have the disc and all that, they'll make it available, your character and all that, and you just play it. But you could play it offline. Maybe you could play it a little bit with your friends together or something to save it, to preserve this type of stuff. I think they need to change online. I think if you're going to do live service or some online like this, you got to develop it better. You got to push it forward better. So sorry for the long talk. We're done. We are done with the helicopter tours, but I hope you guys are enjoying your 4th of July. I wanted to say that 4th of July is here around the corner. By the upload of this video, will be before 4th of July. So I hope you enjoy it. I will. My woman's gonna be home, so we'll play some games and have fun. But like I said, we're realizing some of these older games, and I have a lot of older games, like Kinect games. I got time shooter game. I love games. I'm a person. I'm a gamer. I mean, a gamer loves games at the core, and that's who a real gamer is. Not as someone who's willing to play different games and willing to experience different experiences, and even willing to try to save the form they love so much, especially if this is what they can do. Because, like me, I have a heart condition. I'm on disability, so to me, this is a passionate thing for me to save because I can't get out very much, and when I do, I'm like, kid in a candy store when I'm able to do something, But so this gives me something to do, and to watch other people. It's okay for them to destroy it or treat other people with disrespect or anything like that. Not like, not because they're just playing the game, but because they like to, cause problems and all this. It's almost sad because I remember the good old days. For me, the people I played with, it was fun. Yeah, was there a little trash talking with some of the people? Yeah, but they enjoyed it and they had fun. and it was and you walked away shaking hands. You walked away having fun. I didn't do a lot of that because I was kind of like I thought it was kind of pointless to trash talk people, but um, I did still enjoy the moment. I still enjoy whether I was first, last, if I, it was just fun, and that's the thing. This is something that is fun, and especially for someone like on disability, you know, they it's great to have a little bit of something you can afford, hopefully, to take home and enjoy it with yourself or even with a few people that you're able to play. But for now, I want to say thank you for watching my videos. Um, yeah, please don't forget to, obviously comment, maybe even put your comments down below about the situation. We need to save something. If we love this, if we truly love this art, we need to save it. We need to make it something that people could enjoy from years and years down the road. Say, this is what I played. And that's what you could do with a lot of the older games. I could give these to my kids and say, hey, this is what I played. This is the Wii. You could, and they just pop in the disc. It's the same game I played, finished, and almost better than some of the modern gaming. So anyway, let's save this. Let's do what we can to be good people, not waste anything. Use what is out there. Use the talents of great people who worked hard to make these games, not always the people in charge who care about the people who put the work in to create, and support those type of people, the artists, not the corporation. Support them and say there needs to be a turnaround to save our art, and the people who actually dedicated themselves to actually create this stuff, not the people who try to you know get rich and get as greedy as possible while the rest of the world around us seems to be going up in flames. Let us acknowledge the good people, the actual people who do this, not the corporations, the actual people, the actual artists, the writers, those who spend hours creating these things, while some of these publishers don't even give a crap. I guess I could say that. Give a crap about who you are, what you do, and not even give a. They don't even care about half their employees half the time. You see that when they let people go. We don't care about you. We don't care that you served and put art in it. And let's maybe encourage artists to say, hey, build their own companies. You got fired. You have the knowledge. You're smart. Write for another game. Get some people together that got fired. Create something. Create your own games. Keep it going. Find something. And so, anyway, I have to go. I'm sorry. I was going to go, but I guess that just hit me. I'm sorry I've been talking for a little bit, but here's the helicopter tours. It was fun flying the helicopter. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, again, don't forget to follow me or subscribe or any of that. I don't like to say it more than once because I feel like it's annoying and it may get on people's nerves. And I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy and have fun playing the games. But I want to say God bless you. Have a happy 4th of July if you're going to have it. Where, if you're in America, if you're in any other place, have a great day, I guess. And I want to say God bless you and bye for now.